Okay, so today we're here at Tsunami headquarters, and we're going to start off this introduction to the Golf Tsunami Bar. My name is Ken Taylor. I'm the biomechanist and the director of strength and conditioning, and my point of view is going to be a little bit different for golf than most of you have seen before, because my background is in strength and conditioning, but when I chose to pursue golf, I had to get serious about it, just like I did bodybuilding competition or anything that I've ever tried to dive into before. So getting to different perspectives today, and also with me is George Bryan, who is our director of golf and our PGA professional, and also Robbie Thames, who is a fellow strength and conditioning coach and one of my old training partners. We're going to kind of talk about the diversities today and what is so multifaceted in the standpoint of the Golf Tsunami Bar. How it actually pertains not just to your impact conditioning, not just to your golf-specific exercise, but just how many assets are available for you in the right type of performance training of this bar. So George, I want to start off by saying that the first time you had me grab the bar, when I noticed this pliability and flexibility, I immediately was trying to make the mental connection of lag, like in the golf shaft. And then also, how does the body move, and how does the flexion point of these bars, what makes it so different than the Olympic bar? Is it truly live? What kind of characteristics did it have? And it just amazed me with how it actually moved with your body. And then you'd been telling me for over a year that it was your buddy, that you could actually feel your body ingrain different biomechanical patterns and different acquisition of motor skills. Just his motor skills were getting better, and how your impact position was getting better. And I was like, well, this is amazing stuff. And when I felt the bar, immediately I looked at Robbie. When I saw him the first thing, I said, you know what? If we'd have had this bar when we were doing strength and conditioning work from the get-go, how much more flexible, how much more mobile, how much more agile, and how much faster would we have been at every different motor skill that we did? So Robbie and I started sharing our outlook as far as the basis on which most of you guys exercise out there, and what maybe the common patterns would be of correlation, and how we could get it to golf, and how it applies to golf-specific training, and how it applies to the actual golf swing itself. So, you know, I'm just amazed at this bar. I think when you guys see this video and y'all get a chance to put your hands on this bar, you're going to be amazed. But I want you to hear today not just my perspective, but Coach Bryan's as well as Coach Thames, and kind of give a little bit of outlook on the bar.
I want to introduce Coach Thames. Rob Thames is a strength and conditioning professional. He's also a professional fisherman and a lifelong athlete. He is somebody I've had a lot of fun to get talk to about, making the analogy between the golf shaft and even the fishing rod. We'll get to that a little bit later, but there's a lot more to fishing than I thought, and it has to do with the first thing that needs to be understood. This golf shaft, and by the way, since golf has been invented, and the game of golf is simply taking a golf club, the implement, hitting a little round object through space and trying to control that object to get it into the cup in the least number of strokes possible. And it's a lot of fun learning how to control the golf ball. The first thing that we need to learn about control could be, and this is just one, learning how to use our implement. Well, the Tsunami bar is a bendable bar. It's pliable. It's a composite material. In fact, Robbie is not only a professional fisherman, he is the one that actually constructs the bar. It's a patented material. It's a patented product. The parallels in the bar and the golf shaft are many. They twist. See, this bar, you can't see it, but it actually twists. It bends. The whole thing with hitting a golf shot is controlling the golf shaft, timing the kick point to the place where the ball is. And it's a lot of fun when we finally have a product, something that we can train and work on. I mean, and we're going to get into this real short. There's steel, and there's the what I call dead weight, and that's good. It's a good training tool, but it can't compare with the pliability, the flexibility, the reflexology, and you're going to talk more about the Tsunami bar wave of contractibility, it just doesn't compare. I want to spend my time investing on controlling this thing. That's what my interest is.
So, Robbie, talk about that a little bit, the difference between the regular Tsunami bar and the Golf Tsunami bar, and why you make it more pliable, and what advantages. Because Robbie's also a former 2 handicapper, and he's played the game before, so he can make these correlations.
Yeah, this bar was born from the original Tsunami bars. We kind of started with a much stiffer bar, a level 3 bar is what we call it, and it was geared to handle a little bit more weight, more for the collegiate athlete or the professional athlete that's used to working out in the gym and pressing a lot of weight, bench press, squat, hang cleans, power cleans, all the Olympic moves, deadlifts that you normally see weightlifters and football type of athletes do. And then we decided somewhere along the line that bar just didn't cover enough ground, that we needed to get everybody involved, because it was revolutionary in what we were finding, and the way this bar was transforming the way that people train to get more out of their physical self. And so we started making more flexible bars, and George got one of the light, was it light or ultralight?
It was a light.
It was a light bar.
Started with a light, and then I went ultralight.
Did you? And found out that the softer flex just opened up doors and avenues for him to feel impact positions that applied directly to golf that the stiffer bar did not provide. So George correlated with us in a direct day-to-day manner to come up with different materials to make a bar that was more pliable. As you can see, this was very pliable, and it can help you get in those particular positions that George and Ken prescribe to help you in your golf game and in impact position. So all these bars range from this very pliable golf bar. Also comes in youth sizes, so we're not just leaving a segment of the population out, especially where golf is concerned, because youth is very important in that game. That we can cover a wide range of people and sports with the different flexes in the bars, from a very pliable bar to a much stiffer bar that can hold up to 45-pound plates per side. So we've got the whole range covered, and it's going to be a topic, if you'll stick with us and listen to these videos and apply what we say, you're going to find that it's going to be revolutionary in how you train.
So doesn't it make sense when you're training, and a lot of us enjoy the game. Now I'm a little over the top. I've got a high degree of passion to get this club, and specifically the shaft, to kick where I want it. Doesn't it make sense to train with live weight versus dead weight? Train with a property that is like the implement we're trying to master.
George, you couldn't be more right, because as a biomechanist, we're constantly trying to fight. And Titus Performance Institute and everybody that's involved in the Golf Channel, when you guys are viewing in, you kind of see that we're all fighting this battle of stabilization versus mobilization. Well, this bar can become very mobile, but it's not very stable. It's unstable, so you have to become more stable, which creates more mobility in your body. And that's the first thing you're going to feel when you feel the tsunami wave of contractibility, how your body has to stabilize itself to become more mobile. Well, you'll see the positions on the golf bar that are impeccable for impact. And no matter what style of swing you may have, no matter what swing coach you may listen to, and there's some great ones around the country, they all have one common denominator, and that is impact. And we all want you to get better on impact. So review the video and trust in the philosophy, and let us know about the results.